Okay, hi again everybody. This is part 2 of the Lathemaster make your own side. I'm just showing this because it's a project I'm working on and it's something I think it's interesting. Always bending sheet metal's always fascinated me. So just like I mentioned last time, I did the layout on the opposite side exactly like my little template here, and then I realized, hey, I'm not going to be able to see those bend lines here because this is the way I'm going to be bending things up. So anyway, I did exactly like I said I was going to do. I used my center punch and I drilled little 1/8 inch holes to give me the break points, the guide points. I also went, while I was drilling and I hadn't cut the sheet metal yet, I went ahead and drilled a large, this is larger than the lathe center hole needs to be for the spindle, but I went ahead and drilled I used a hole saw that I had like 1.5 inches. And I did a 1/2 inch one down there basically to make an oil hole. When I had my original Lathemaster 8x14, I did that. I drilled that oil hole there so that I could just, without removing the case, the cover, I could just stick the oiler through and oil the spindle that the pulley rides on. It's a that's one part of the bad design. The reduction pulley, it's a steel spindle on a steel steel pulley on a steel spindle, and you have to oil it and frequently, otherwise it's going to seize up. So anyway, I marked this thing out, drilled the holes, marked it out. I used dotted lines to show the bends and solid lines for where I'm going to cut it. You also notice I cut a little extra, or I marked a little extra to cut out, because when I make this fold here in the sheet metal break, these are already these bends will already be in here, so this is going to be fold 3. When you make a bend like this is it right here. I know if all I'm going to do is, if all I'm able to do is to come up, let me show you, directly to 90 degrees, I'm not going to have that crisp of a bend. You always want to have a little slack in there, so I'm gonna cut out a little section here about 1 inch and a little pie shape, so I can go a little bit past 90 degrees, get a nice crisp bend there, because obviously the metal is thick and it stretches and bounces back a little bit. So there we have it. That's tonight's update. I still haven't unboxed and put the large sheet metal brake together yet. Hopefully I'll have a chance to do that tomorrow and show you some of my work. Alrighty, thanks for watching. I'll keep y'all posted.